Very good morning, students. Welcome back to second year physics. Let us today's topic about a solenoid. So the solenoid is a device, the device which used to produce the magnetic field induction. So that a solenoid is consist of like a cylinder, solid cylinder. On the solid cylinder, there is a wire is to be wounded. Number of turns of a wire is to be wounded like this. We can say the wire is to be wounded to be like this on the cylinder, which are in physically contact. Each and every turn is physically contact like this. See, this is the we can call as the solenoid. Solenoid is nothing but you remember. It is a number of turns of an insulated wire. Sir, what is mean by insulated wire? Of course, insulated wire in the sense is, you look at this wire, it is an insulated. Insulated in the sense is this is covered with a plastic. So that here if I touch this, we cannot get the shock. Because it is an insulation is there. Insulation. Insulated with the plastic. Like that also solenoid also, it consists of a number of turns or insulated wire is wounded in the form of a circle like this. Here insulation will be like oil will be there, that is a insulation, it act like a insulated. Each and every turn is insulated and the number of turns are wounded on the solid cylinder, which we can call as a solenoid. This is we can call as a solenoid. So that the solenoid is nothing but it is a device, the device which used to produce the magnetic field induction. And it is to be, the diagram is given like this. Look at, see, when there is a number of turns around here, the each and every turn is it is a physically touch in each other. See, one another it is touches. Here is the two are in contact, physically in contact. That's what it is. The wire is to be insulated wire. The wire is to be insulated wire, and there is a current is entering from this. Therefore, the current flows through the each and every turn of a circular coil. So that when current carrying a circular coil which produces the magnetic field induction at the center. Say, look at the magnetic induction produces at the center of the circular coil. Each and every coil is produces the magnetic induction, like each and every. Suppose you add all these magnetic inductions, will get the net magnetic induction. That's what we can say. There will be a magnetic induction is produces more magnetic induction because of each and every coil is producing the magnetic field. Suppose you add individual magnetic fields, therefore we will get the net magnetic induction. Net magnetic induction at the center of the circular coil. So the B will be at a center. So there will be a current is entering. So that you say the magnetic induction will be south and north. There is a field is produces like this. So that it is the current carrying is like a solenoid it is. So here the number of turns is, it is a number of turns is nothing but a number of turns per unit length. See, number of turns per unit length is nothing but a small n. That is, there are a total number of turns, no, which are to be small n is equal to capital N by L, number of turns per unit length of a solenoid. It contains a capital N number of turns. And here each turn is physically in contact. So when it is also contact, will not get any problem because that is to be insulated wire, no, so that will not get any effect. And here the magnetic induction will get only center of the circular coil only, will not get the outside, because if it is outside, what happens? See, the outside the magnetic field induction will be cancelled, because see, there will be a current flowing, no, there will be a clock and anti-clock, therefore the magnetic field induction outside the solenoid is 0, because which are cancel one another, because this produces the clockwise magnetic induction and it produces the anti-clockwise. Like that, clock and anti-clockwise outside that solenoid is will be 0, but inside it is to be maximum. That's what we can say. Dot it is to be indicated like this. The magnetic induction will get inside the magnetic field induction, and it is about a solenoid. And here the along the axis of the solenoid, the magnetic field due to the all coils are along the same axis, and it is to be added. So this all coils are there, no, each and every coil produces a magnetic induction, no, therefore that magnetic induction you add all magnetic induction which are along the same line, no, that's what we can call, will get the net magnetic induction. And here we know thumb rule. If I take a solenoid and if it is to be hold like this, therefore there will be a folded fingers. See, look at that folded fingers. which are in the folded like this, we are holding it like this, no? So that this folded finger indicates the direction of a magnetic field, and there will be a current is indicated the direction of a current is, thumb indicates the direction of a current. So which is to be, we can also take as the wire is to be wounded like this, let us, you say like this, yes. There will be a direction of current is like this, no? Entering from like this, therefore there will be a magnetic field is produced, then there is a magnetic induction will be like this. It is here, it is a south, north. See, the thumb indicates the direction of a current and the folded finger indicates the direction of a magnetic field, and here each and every coil there will be a field is produced, that we can say B, which is at a center. Outside the solenoid, again I am telling you, it is 0. So this is about a solenoid. Solenoid is nothing but it is used to generate the magnetic field. It is used to generate the magnetic field. And come to the point is, on this basis now we need to find a magnetic induction at a center of the solenoid, that we need to find. Here, let us use see, these are the solenoid diagrams, and come to the point is, let us you take a solenoid, see, which consists of a number of turns, the number of turns per unit length you see. Let us you take a one solenoid diagram, I will show you. Actually this is for IPE question. See, you take like a solenoid, right, here it is, actually which contains a number of turns, no? That you take like dots. Sir, what is this dots? Nothing. See, I want to make a like a circular coils. I want to like circular coils by using these dots. That means here this coil is like this. Clear, no? Like it is, yes. This is contains a number of turns of a length is n number it is. Like we can take. Clear? So this all are dots. Nothing. Dots is nothing indicates. Now we need to find a magnetic induction along the line, along the axis. So this indicated the B. So that here the total length of the, I mean to say, the total length of number of turns of a length, total number of turns, you write here, total number of turns of length, capital L is equal to NL. Now you take one rectangular coil, which is imaginary rectangular coil, you draw like this. You say P, Q, R, S. Here, the current is carrying a circular, solenoid, no? In this current carrying, you take a magnetic induction direction, which is in the like this. Clear? So that here, let us apply a Ampere rule. We know Ampere circuited law, that is, it is in the form of a circle, no? So that it is closed integral B dot dl is equal to, let us apply each and every turn, that is from P to Q, B dot dl plus, again you move to Q to R, this one path, that is B dot dl again plus, because we are finding what? The magnetic induction at a center of the circle, center of the solenoid. So that by using a Ampere circuited law, we are finding the magnetic induction at a center. Closed integral, it is will be R to S, B dot dl plus, here it is S to P, that is B dot dl, like this we can take. Of course we know integral B dot dl is nothing but a B dl cos theta. Here I will write here one information, B dot dl is nothing but a, we can say, integral B dl cos theta. Let us you look at here. See, if this magnetic induction and P and Q are in the same direction, that means it is parallel. When parallel, theta will be 0. You write here also, we can make like this, or we can write like this. Closed integral B dot dl is equal to integral P to Q B dl cos theta plus integral Q to R B dl cos theta plus R to S B dl cos theta plus integral S to P B dl cos theta. Of course, you write angles. So it is parallel. For parallel is nothing but a theta 0 here, and here it is perpendicular, is a theta 90, and come to the point R and S, which is outside the solenoid. No, of course outside the solenoid this completely becomes 0, because there is no magnetic induction outside. We can take as a complete, it is 0, because outside the solenoid there will be no magnetic induction. And come to the point, this one also you take, again it is theta 90. Now you write these values, we will get the closed integral B dot dl is equal to cos 0 will be P to Q, B dl is maximum plus 0 cos 90 0, here also cos 90 0. Then we have only one, that is integral BdL P to Q. So closed integral BdL is equal to, we can say, B into capital L. This is what it is, the total length of the given, which one? Given is, we can say like this, right? Now come to the point is, this is, you can say, equation 1. And we know Ampere's circuited law, that is, use a Ampere's circuited law. That circuited law is nothing but a closed integral B dot dl is equal to actually mu naught into, see, mu naught into, we can say, number of turns in a rectangular coil, number of turns in coil, in a given coil into current. That's what here B dot dl is equal to, say, mu naught ni, that is closed integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught into nl into I. Shall I? This is, you say, number of turns, no? Total number of turns, how many are there in a given a solenoid? It is, will be L is equal to NL, no? So that you say NL. It is equation 2. Now use this 1 and 2, because look at closed integral B dot dl is equal to BL, closed integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught NIL. So that here BL is equal to mu naught N capital L I. So L cancel. So that B is equal to mu naught N I is the magnetic induction along the center of the solenoid will be B is equal to mu naught N I is the relation which is along the axis, or which is along the center of the solenoid, which is to be maximum. The relation is gives the magnetic field induction which is to be maximum along the axis of the solenoid. So that B is equal to mu naught Ni is the final answer for the solenoid it is. Clear, no? In a given a solenoid which consists of a n number of turns, total number of turns, you say total number of turns of a length is capital L is equal to NL. Total number of turns of a solenoid of a length capital L is equal to NL. So you take a one imaginary closed loop, that PQRS is the imaginary closed loop. In that closed loop, closed integral B dot dl is equal to P to Q B dot dl. Like you take each and every turn of the loop, because it is a one loop, no? So that you apply as Ampere's circuited law. Therefore, according to that, we are taking a derivation, individual B dot dl cos theta plus BDL cos theta plus BDL cos theta plus BDL cos theta. Look at here, this P and Q actually which is parallel to the magnetic induction. Suppose you say direction of magnetic induction like this also, no problem. So which is parallel, theta is 0, and here it is, this wire or this loop is Q and R perpendicular to the magnetic induction 90, and here it is R and S which is outside, no? When it is outside, the magnetic field induction is 0 of the solenoid. For the solenoid, outside it is 0, so that you say 0. And come to the point is, this S and P, no? S and P again it is perpendicular. So perpendiculars are cos 90 0, no? Therefore you take 0 0 0. Only we have BDL only. So DL integration is capital L, total length of the solenoid. According to the Ampere circuited law, closed integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught into n number of turns of a circular coil is I. So number of turns of a circular coil is I. Number of turns is nothing but a total number of turns of the solenoid of a length is NL. Now equal to, then we'll get the magnetic induction at the center of the solenoid will be B is equal to mu naught Ni. So which is to be very very important. Clear? It is a solenoid. Here on the basis of solenoid, let us we have one problem also, same expression. See, this is for what it is? We can say it is for only magnetic field due to a solenoid of infinite length. This answer is for infinite length. Infinite length it is. So this is for infinite length. Okay, like we have another one also, finite length also is there. That I'll tell you, finite length, but it is only due to infinite length. Due to infinite length, the magnetic induction will get the center of the solenoid only, which is to be maximum. Right? See, on the basis of this, let us, one problem is there. I'll tell you that. Right. See, open the materials. Yeah, page number 206. Page number 206. Page number 206, question number 9. 206, question number is 9. So look at a solenoid of length is given, that is L is equal to 0.5 meter, as a radius is given as 1 centimeter, and is made up of a 500 turns. How many number of turns? It is given as 500 number of turns. If carries a current of 5 ampere, right? What is the magnitude of magnetic field inside the solenoid? That is center of the solenoid is asking. For a solenoid we know mu naught Ni. I is there, but N we need to find. N is nothing but a capital N by L. Capital N is given as 500. Per unit length is 0.5 it is. So small n is equal to 5000 by 5. 5 ones, it is 1000 it is. So how many number of turns are there? It is 1000 number of turns per meter, right? See, it is 5 ones, 5 tens. Yeah, of course. The length is given as 0.5, no? The radius is given as 1 centimeter, no? 0.01 meter it is. So the length will be, yeah. So is asking B, no? Magnetic induction is equal to 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 into N will be number of turns. You say 10 power or 10 into 3. I will be 5 it is. Clear? So 0 0 is cancelled. B is equal to 5 4 20 pi into 10 power minus 4. Of course it is cancelled. 2 pi into 10 power minus 3 Tesla, or B is equal to 2 into 3.14 into 10 power minus 3. So that is 826 into 10 power minus 3 Tesla. This is the final answer for the given solenoid. Yeah, 6.28 into 10 power minus 3 is the formula. Okay. So one question on the basis of solenoid which is given in our material. So for that purpose, see, we derived a expression for the solenoid. So also checking if any problem is there, then we'll discuss. Okay, there are no other problems on the basis of solenoid. So this is related to the concept of solenoid. Okay, now come to the point is, it is for a solenoid of infinite length. No, now I want to say about a finite length. Same question, solenoid only, but now you need to take a finite length. Let us you take a finite. The length of the solenoid is finite. Magnetic induction or magnetic field due to finite length of the solenoid. That means here you take a finite length, right? See, we'll get the magnetic induction. If I take a finite length, therefore the magnetic field induction at a point on the axis of the solenoid can be obtained by the superposition of a fields due to a large number of identical coils, all having their centers on the axis. So that we'll get the magnetic induction at the center, okay, at the center due to all coils. So you take a center point, see, from the one end, because it is a finite, no, we'll get the from one end, and also we'll get the one end. If you draw a one normal or perpendicular, therefore which making an angle alpha it is, and it is making an angle beta. So from this also acting, and it is also acting. See, each and every turn it is like will have number of turns, which is consist of a number of turns, right? Let us, you take a one strip, again you take a one small strip. Due to this small strip, thickness is dx, which is from the center is you say x. See, this thickness due to the small ring or the small circular ring which is acting a magnetic induction at a center. So let us we need to find by using a small strip, then after we'll go for the complete, which is at a center of the solenoid, that we need to find. So we need to find B, no? So here you will say by using this thickness we know due to a circular coil, that is we can say at a point dB will get magnetic induction, that is mu naught capital N I R square by 2 into x square plus capital R square whole power 3 by 2. Or you remember this? This is about a due to a circular coil carrying a current, and here capital N is nothing but we can say N into dx, that is dx is nothing but a thickness of this, N is nothing but like these types we have n number, that's what we can say capital N is equal to N into dx. So here instead of this dB we can say mu naught N into dx I into R square by 2 into x square plus R square whole power 3 by 2, and here you multiply and divide with 2 pi by 2 pi. See, actually derivation is not required till somewhat I will tell you, then after not required. Let us write dB is equal to mu naught by 2 into 2 4 pi, it is n dx, 2 into n dx, it is a pi R square into I by x square plus R square whole power 3 by 2. Like here we need to take the derivation. See that here after that we need to find this it is making an alpha, no? By using this small strip you say it is making an angle pi, right? You say pi is the angle. Which one? That small strip is making an angle pi from the end of the conductor. So that from that conductor you say it is an x, no? Therefore tan pi is equal to x by capital R. This distance is you say capital R. X is equal to capital R into tan pi. Suppose you differentiate this, because we need to find a dx, no? Dx is equal to R into secant square pi into d pi it is. Because differentiation with respect to pi we are taking. Like here capital R, now we know this dx, here you write dB is equal to this pi R square is nothing but we can also take as the capital R is there, no? You keep capital R only, like that you write. So that here from this mu naught by 4 pi into 2n into dx, that is R into secant square pi d pi by it is x square plus R square whole power 3 by 2 into pi into capital R square into I. So that here will be what happens, it is R cube, no? Of course we'll get the R cube. So that dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2n into capital R cube secant square pi d pi pi into I by, you say here from this you take a R square is there, no? Suppose you take a common R square whole power 3 by 2, therefore x square by R square plus 1 into whole power 3 by 2. So this cancel, and also R cube also cancel. Let us x is nothing but what is x now? R tan pi you write here. Look at dB is equal to, almost we are in ending, mu naught by 4 pi 2n into secant square pi d pi into pi by x, instead of x you write R square tan square pi by R square plus 1 whole power 3 by 2. Better you cancel this. So that dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2n into secant square pi d pi into pi by this is again you cancel it, therefore tan square pi plus 1, no? We'll get the secant square pi whole power 3 by 2. So better you cancel, 3 also cancel. Then finally we'll get mu naught, right? The final expression now I am giving. So which is to be mu naught Ni. So pi is cancelled by 2, because 2 ones 2 2's. So we'll get the secant pi d pi will get. Mu naught Ni by secant pi d pi will get. So that here now you apply integration d pi integral mu naught Ni by 2 into secant pi d pi. Clear? So that the secant pi d pi, no? So that the secant pi d pi is not actually there is a 1 by secant pi, no? See 1 by secant pi, no? We'll get the cos pi here. Sorry, Your square is cancelled, no? Only will have cos pi. So now you take a b is equal to from alpha to beta. Better you write, this is outside, mu naught ni by 2 from alpha to beta cos pi d pi. So we'll get the cos pi integration is sin pi. Therefore the final expression will be, that is will be final will be, it is b is equal to mu naught ni by 2 into sin alpha plus sin beta. This is the due to finite length of a solenoid. Sin alpha plus sin beta due to a finite length of a solenoid, which is to be mu naught ni by 2 sin alpha plus sin beta. If alpha is equal to beta, suppose, therefore what happens? If alpha is equal to beta is nothing but a mu naught ni 2 sin alpha by 2 cancel, so that mu naught ni by sin alpha. Like that we can take a different expressions which is related to the due to finite length of a solenoid. Clear? Okay. So these are the relations are related to the solenoid, especially expressions are to be like this. Okay. Yeah. So this is about a today's class related to the solenoid is finished. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next class.